How am I feeling today? And what's it like in recovery? Hey, welcome back. I'm on my lunch at the moment at work, and I thought I'd take this opportunity to record a video to let you know how my day's going and what it's like for me on a Thursday in July in recovery. Now, for those of you which are new here, I'm a compulsive gambler. I've been a compulsive gambler all of my adult life. My last bet was in June 2025. Some days are good and some days are bad, and some days have their challenges. Today's one of these days where it's had challenges. So why has it been challenging? I had a private, personal situation at home, which, quite frankly and quite honestly, I didn't handle the best way. I haven't gambled, first and foremost, so that's always a good thing. But I didn't implement the tools that I've been given to react to the situation in a better way. I handled it badly, and as a result, I've hurt the people close to me that I love. And for that, I obviously apologise. I've definitely been overthinking it today. It's been on my mind all of last night and all of today, and I have no shame in admitting this. I came to work this morning and I had a cry. It affected me that much. So what goes through a compulsive gambler's mind when we have difficult situations? Because let's be honest, in life, there's always difficult situations. You know, it can be personal, in your personal life, it can be with your relatives, your loved ones, it can be a situation at work. There's always stress in our lives. Now, when I was gambling and when I was in the height of my addiction, my immediate reaction to anything strenuous or struggling, anything that's stressful, anything where I just want to run away, I would do exactly that. I would run away. I'd run away to a betting shop, a casino, I'd gamble online, play the slot machines, just find anything to take my mind off it, or to escape, I guess, and not to face the real issues and the real problems, which I'm not going to go into in this video. So when this situation came up, I didn't handle it the best way. I overreacted. I acted out in anger rather than put myself in other people's shoes, and rather than just thinking or implementing the tools that I've got in place, which are communication. This situation could have been resolved if I just communicated and I told people how I was feeling, which I have been really good at. But for whatever reason, I hit my limit yesterday and today. And the only way I can articulate it is, it felt like my cup was full and this last little drip sent it over the edge and it all came spilling out. It was just too much for me to handle. Rather than tackling these challenges one at a time, thinking things through in small steps, I acted out in anger, and that's not acceptable. However, I don't want to give myself too much of a hard time, because I can't change what's happened, the situation that's happened. I can again use the tools to communicate and speak to my family and let them know that I'm sorry, and put measures in place so this situation doesn't happen again in the future, for them and for me. But yeah, when I was gambling, that was always my go-to when I had stress. Fuck it, let's go gamble. Let's get out of here. Let's escape. And I'm a baby in my journey, my recovery journey. I don't have all the answers. But for anyone that's struggling out there with their addiction, it's also important to know that recovery isn't linear. You can have great days and you can have challenging days, up and down, up and down, up and down. There's no set rules, but we can help ourselves. And the way that we help ourselves is to use and utilise the tools that we've got available, the tools that GA teach us, so we can protect ourselves. Because I could have been at risk at gambling if I hadn't had the protective measures in place. I could have disappeared and gambled today. I could have sacked off work this morning the way I was feeling and just disappeared. I'd come back in the evening, afternoon, practice my lying face again, put a smile on my face and pretend like nothing had happened. But really importantly, I put these measures into place to prevent this from happening. I don't have access to money. I'm self-excluded from all online casinos. I'm self-excluded from the bookies. I would have to drive a really long way to gamble. And again, without those protective measures, I don't know where I'd be today. And quite frankly, we have to look within ourselves and understand a lot of this was my own doing because I didn't implement the tools to talk, communicate, share and seek help. That's the only way we get better. So I've done this video today because I just needed to talk it out loud. And who knows, it might be useful for someone else, right? And when I started this journey in my very first video, I said I'd make videos like this. It's not all rainbows and butterflies in recovery. It is fantastic, and it's one of the best things I've done with my life, but it is bloody hard. No one said it was easy. And today was a hard day. So I've jumped in this pod at work. I'm on my lunch, had some lovely jerk chicken for lunch. It was beautiful. And I'm recording this video. I'll leave it as it is, I think. I might do a little bit of editing, but that's neither here nor there. So I'll sign off with one final thing and let everyone know that some days are hard, right? But they're a lot harder if we're trying to go through this on our own. It will get easier if you communicate with people and you share your experiences. Because you bottle everything up in here, there's nowhere for it to go. It will end in disaster. So anyone struggling out there, stay strong. Thank you for listening to me ramble. My name's Retro Rich Recovery. Thanks for stopping by.
Ready.